Welcome back to another video. We will be discussing today Bitcoin. Today is January 26, 24. It's 4:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as everyone knows that I follow Elliott wave counts. That's my very first criteria that I look into the any stocks. It has to be there for me. And there are some other indicators that I use it time to time. But the chart has to be clear. If you mix up so many indicators, you will be getting contradictory statements, contradictory directions. And it's very difficult to get the proper directions or proper trading if there is a confusion created by many indicators. So just keep it simple, keep your charts clean. And one indicator, it's not an indicator, it's one trading system that I use it, that is called swing low and swing high. Basically that's a higher highs or lower highs and lower lows and higher lows that we use it time to time. I will show you in the chart of the Bitcoin. So as we can see that this is our Bitcoin chart on a daily basis. Right now Bitcoin is trading somewhere around 54,683, and let's zoom out a little bit. So what do I mean by swing lows and swing highs? If you see that the green, actually it's not exact very precise, but I try to plot it very quickly over here. If you see the high was made here, then it dipped over here. So this is my high and this is my low. Let's call it a swing high, swing low. Then after we seen this rally over here, so this is my new swing high, and the low that came, which is in the valuation higher than this one, so this is my swing low that is higher. So same way goes over here. And then if we observe that once it's broken down, it went down. How to find the support, that's a different topic, but we will try to cover as many possible advantage that you will be having just looking at the chart. Simply I'm just plotting over here swing high, swing lows, just for you to capture it very well, so that way you can see what I'm talking about. So if you see, this one is my high, this one could be low as well. So this is my swing low over here, this is my swing high, this is my another swing low. And what we've seen over here, this swing low came, tested the swing low of here, it did not break, but it was broken over here. It stabilized over here, it didn't go any further, but there was a chance that it could break and it can come down here, but it did not. So we have to always think about two probabilities happening. One is upwards and one is downwards. There could be moves sideways as well, but that is not the goal for us. We are just looking at the swing high and swing low to get us idea over here. So the high was here and low was here, again the high, which is almost similar to here. So there is no major concern over here right now, but if this low would have been the lower, then the direction of the trend would have been changed over here. Then next we see over here, then the low was made over here again, and the high was here again. The low, it came here, it did not break down too much. Then the high was made here, same thing, low here, and again on this one over here, high, low. Let's zoom in a little bit. So what we are looking is this right now. So let's see this pattern. This is called a cup and this is the handle. There is a psychology that plays a part over here. Let me raise this cup and handle so I can show you this part. What we look here, the high was here and one more high came here. The psychology that we are looking is, let's say there is an investor who is holding the Bitcoin from this rally over here. Their price is this one. So he waited so long, approximately, let's say it's been what, 2 years now, since March 22 to we are in March 24 almost. So they might be running out of the patience. So he said, let's just get rid of the position. So when it reached over here, there were some many buyers from this time who existed on this rally over here. And because of that reason, we've seen a little bit minor pushback. There is no guarantee that it will bounce back, but time to time on the good instrument, there is a very good chance that there is a bounce going to be happening. That's what happened. There is a cup over here. So what we are looking next target wise, let me show you one more example of cup and handle in Bitcoin. So earlier from June 22nd to April 23rd, we have seen the similar formation of cup and handle over here. It went down, it came back, it was tested again, it came down, it's going up. Then we seen the rally. This is a breakout signal was given over here with the volume confirmation. We have to have a volume confirming that the breakout is sustainable or not. So that's what happened. There is a beauty over here. Whatever the cup handle, lots of people call it inverted head and shoulders. You do not need to remember all the patterns or anything. Just basically you have to visualize the chart with your eyes, and that is the biggest tool and advantage that you will have it. There is no instrument, there is no algo in the market that will predict that the Bitcoin is going to go higher, but there will be a probability, and based on that probability, what is your risk management and how executions you will be conducting based on the chart that is folding out for you. So execution plays the bigger part and discipline is there. If you do not have a discipline, then the knowledge of the indicator or anything else, it's not going to be useful if you can't execute this strategy properly. So let me show you what are the targets we seen over here. This one was our 31,357 and the low was over here 15,561. So we are looking somewhere around 16,000. So breakout happens, we see 16,000 running from here. 31 put 16, what we see 47 somewhere, what we came over here, this is 47. So that's beautifully played over here. Volume confirmation has to happen, so we are at 47, 48 over here. Now we seen minor pushback over here and we are about to see one more rally. Is it going to be sustainable? That we can judge from the higher highs and higher lows being made, swing high, swing lows. So you have to keep those things in the mind as well for your strategy. There is one more cup being created over here. This one, if you see this one, the valuation was 48,517 and the low was 38,645. So let's call it a 10,000. So what we are expecting is very first bounce from here, which will be a valuation of 10,000. So that will be a first stop approximately, which will be around 58,000. What you need to validate this point with the Elliott wave count, is there any probability going on with that? So that is very basic. Without using any tools, you can say that very first stop is 58. We will just draw the line over here, 58,500, 58,500. That will be the first stop I'll be looking over here for the Bitcoin. And if we scale down to bigger picture, 48,616 and the low was here 16,000. So we are looking 32,000 over here. So add 32,000 to 48, that will give you approximately 80,000. So I'll be putting one more line for here, 80,000 roughly. Before we go there, we had the high that was earlier. This one will be weekly. So we can see the high over here. Let me plot it, which will be in color red. Let's mark it red over here. So of course, before we go here, I'll be looking some resistance at 65,000 as well. That could be a chance. So the way I'm looking at the chart, we might go here without any resistance. We might see minor setback here, and if the volume is there, which is indicating at this moment, then we will just jump over to this one, and then we might have a setback coming back to 58,000. And future directions will be decided when we have the hold in the sideways moves in the Bitcoin, and we will analyze what it's looking, how healthy the volume is, what is the market scenario playing out. There is something going to happen in April. Bitcoin do halving. So now we will try to plot Elliott wave counts. As you see, this is my wave 1, this is my wave 3 ending 4, and this is my 5. So you can call this is the major one, wave 1 over here. Let's plot this one, 0, 1, 2. Is this my 3? No, this is my 3 over here. As of right now, 4 is over here, and 5 we do not know. If you see by plotting this one, Fibonacci base extension over here, 1, 2, this is my 3 that came here. That was almost 3 times of wave 1. So wave 3 was extended wave. So in this scenario, what we are going to see, the equality over here. If it's going to play the equality over here, then the run could have been ended at 48,000. Did it? No. So the possible target that we are looking is over here, which is 54,000, and today we are just there right now. So are we going to see the setback over there? Actually, in reality, no. This is what the wave that we are looking is still. This is our wave 3 running. This is not 5 actually, and we have not seen 4 yet. So this is the bigger extension wave happening in 3 over here. Let me plot you the extension of 3 for you. So this one is the major wave for what we are looking over here in the purple. The bluish one, tail one, is the wave 3 that we are seeing right now. If you see the angle of the wave 3, it's almost similar in the slope. This one is getting more intense. So this could be even wave 3rd of major 3 happening over here. Let's plot the Fibonacci extension for you. To plot it, basically you will be going on here. I'm using TradingView. It's free indicators. There is a paid subscription as well, but I do not need paid version. There is more things that you can achieve with that version. So the wave 3 was 2 times. That is almost an extension happening over here. Based on the equality of that, where would I see the stop happening? At 1, which is 67,000. Our previous high was 67. So yes, before that I'll be keeping an eye on here, 67. Now if that is the case happening, what else I'm looking? So I want to show you the different characteristics of the different chart. What we are looking right now here is 1 hour of the recent run that is started from January 24th, and we are ongoing. Right now you might be having difficulties to plot the wave count for this wave over here. So this is candlestick, just observe. This is my bar chart. There is not a big difference. Then I'll be going to Heikin Ashi, and there is some clear visibility happening. It's almost similar to previous one as well, but some of the noise that is happening because of the wick, it's been taken out from the candlestick. And let me show you one of the beauty over here in Renko. Which one is more clearer for you to get you the wave count? This one, right? So let's plot it over here for you. So the wave count that I want to show you, it's marked in black right now. So this is my 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We do not know. If you see that there is sideway moves happening, so that's the end of wave, whatever the wave was going on. There is one more side wave happening over here. So that is the end of one more wave. You can see some minor corrections or side waves happening here. But was it major? No. So we will call this 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move back our chart to candlestick for you to have more clarity on it. So that's how our chart looks like if you are having difficulties to plot the waves. Now we will see the characteristic of these waves again. This is a strong move happening. So we are not expecting our correction of the wave that is happen more than 23% to 38%. In rare cases, we might see 50%. But if it is strong rally that is happening, we will see hardly 23 to 38%. Let's see the Fibonacci trend over here, retracement for you. So if you see wave 1, it gave up over here up to 38%. Let's move this one to here. Let me bring this wave down for you over here. So the retracement that happened, this one was actually here. So the retracement was 23%, 22% over here. So what does it indicate? It's a strong move happening over here. That's one of the characteristic that we have seen for the Bitcoin in the past. So based on the wave count, I have plotted the valuation of the correction that happened over here. That if you see that it's somewhere around 2000 and this one is somewhere around 2274, let's call it 2300, and let's call this one is 2000. So we are looking at 4300 correction, or at least a correction of 2300. So based on this, I have a different way. There is no any proven strategy for this one, but that's my own way of looking at the chart that gives me what is the run that at least supposed to be happening over base from here. So the correction that I'm looking, if it's supposed to happen at the end of the wave 5, is going to be, for me, it's going to be equality of this two wave combined, or 1.618, or 2 times of this. So I'm looking over here 2300 and over here 2000. Let's cut down 50. So 4300, 4250. Let me plot you 4250 from here. So 4250 came right over here. The correction is going to happen. Yes, it could happen over here right now, and we can see the setback happening. But is it going to happen based on the characteristic? No. So what is the minimum run I'm expecting is twice of this one. So if the retracement happen, it will stop at the 50% of this one, and still it will be called a stronger wave. And based on the characteristic that we have seen in the past, based on that scenario, I am assuming there is a probability over here for this to make a run of 9600. So 9600 come somewhere around at 60,000. This is going to be psychological barrier for us. But what we have seen, the characteristic is stopping at 23%. For that to happen, let's give the next pullback 30% of the rally. If that has to happen, what we're supposed to see, if we are looking at the 33% of the valuation that we are supposed to give up, add 4300 to this level again, so 43, if you add it, it will go somewhere around 65,300. So there is a good chance that this is the way how it's going to fold out. That will be end of my wave 3, and we might be looking at the setback over here of the valuation of 4300, and that will bring us down if we see over here. So there is nothing more to discuss on this one until we see the pattern folding out here. What I'll be looking, if I'm having a position and if I'm a short-term trader or swing trader, I'll be looking at this swing low. If it breaks down, then there is a huge gap that it can bring it down to 4200, which is 8000, and that is a good valuation. If it breaks this valuation over here by my few points, let's call it 50,000 is failed to hold it in any future given scenarios, then I'll be selling, and I'll be waiting till I see 4200 or to see more clarity of what's happening with the Bitcoin. The volume is strong. If you see it, let me change it for daily. So we have just picked up the volume over here, and the bar that we see is a strong bar. There is some small wick over here. This is the strong solid green bar. There is one more thing in Heikin over here. If you see any bar without any wick, that is the strong bar that you assume. Let's plot it if we can. In Bitcoin, it's very difficult. There is only one bar that I see with this characteristic over here most probably, but nothing actually. So I will try to get you more detailed chart analysis based on Heiken-Ashi. That is one more trick that will help you time to judge when is the best time to enter any instrument. And I do see it, but it's very difficult for me to show you. So what we are looking, let's consider this as a little bit weakness. This is based on daily. So what I need to see in future now, I want this bar to move actually. We are not done with the day. This is my candlestick is still solid. We are here, but some buying was weaker. Yes, buying is there, but the volume was not there above 54,000. So I would be interested to see what is the buying happening over here. So that will give us more clue. And yes, we need more volume to break out at least this one over here. If we are crossing the volume on this up to here, then we are in good hands in the BTC. So we have a few scenarios over here that Bitcoin play is 65,000. Then we have one more hurdle coming around 69,000. And if everything goes well, we might be looking Bitcoin at 79,000. And the Elliott wave count is supporting a rally up to 68,000. And that will be the time to see if there is one more handle being developed over here. And the way the Elliott wave is suggesting probabilities, yes, there will be a setback of 4,300 at least minimum, or it could be higher, but that's the setback is going to be looking. So if we reach 65 without any uh, downtrend, then, and if that matters, which will be 8% in the valuation, so if that matters for you, then there will be the good point to book some of the profits over here. So keep an eye on Bitcoin. The targets are higher once it goes 79,000. There is even bigger scenario playing over here. Let's see the monthly chart. That will give you more idea. So what we've seen over here, this could play out over 1, 2, and we might be looking 3 somewhere at ridiculous target. Yes, it is ridiculous target, but yes, that possibility is still on, and the ride is about to happen. And what we are seeing, if that is the case, if we are going to go higher than 100K, then this moves that we will be seeing will be intense. Intense means it will be like today's move. There will be shootouts, strong candles happening over here. So keep an eye on Bitcoin. Definitely up to 65,000, 60,000, and 79,000 is on cards. Thank you for watching, and if you do like the contents, please subscribe. And I will show you one more channel. Actually, we are not done. Let me show you one interesting channel that you can draw it and see on a minimum, on a smaller time frame, how it's reacting to it. So basically a channel is drawn from here, swing high and swing low here, connecting both swing high and swing low over here. So this is one channel. The breakout happened over here. This channel line was tested. It acted as a support, and we are bouncing back. There is a beauty over here. There is one more channel being created over here. We can just clone it and make a parallel line over here. So this one, which one, so this could act as a one of the minor resistance over here. And let me plot you on an hourly basis one more channel that is being created for a long time. So as we see that from January 22nd or 23rd, we are in the new intensity line over here. That is here. We just clone this one, Control C, Control V. TradingView provides all the useful tool very easily. And if you just clone it one more time over here, so there could be a setback happening around 55,000, 56,000. Keep an eye on how it bounce back between these two channels. If it fails this one, this could be, but the way it's planning out for a long time, it looks like we are about to have a breakout happening, and this line will be sustained. This will be providing support. So it's very interesting. Everything is available in your eyes. There is no more tool needed. Just keep it simple. Yes, you need to draw it to get the confirmations, and there are some more indicators, Bollinger Bands and ADX and other stuff that can give you more confirmation if you need to have the validation to your belief or your probability. But do not trade based on so many indicators, otherwise it will be giving many different possible scenarios happening, and there will be many exits and entries happening, and in that case you might miss some bigger run happening. So keep an eye on a Bitcoin. What we are looking, everyone knows that it's first up around 58 to 60, next one is 65 to 69, and everything play out perfectly fine with the volume. We are looking at 79. Thank you for watching the video, and if you like the contents, please subscribe or comment below. I know I'm not that very well organized in expressing the charts over here, but this is it. Time is money, and I try to do as much as possible in the short time. Thank you for watching.